Washington. I also attended, four of us did, the statewide supervisors meeting in Des Moines, the ISAC meeting. A lot of good information there. We heard from several senators and state legislators and the lieutenant governor, and hot topics for the gas tax and what to do about that, and how they want to deal with property tax reform and commercial property tax. I also was able to attend the Leadership Washington through the Chamber of Commerce puts on this class, and they toured the courthouse last Wednesday and heard from Supervisor Mix and I on what we do, and I gave them a little brief history on the supervisors and what they've been doing over the years, and how the county all got formed. Then Friday I attended the wedge meeting. This week, and last night we had a contract law meeting. I think I'll let you guys talk about that a little bit further. And we also had a public hearing on the communications budget last night. This week I've got, looks like I've got Henry Washington Early Childhood Areas on Wednesday, and I have a Courthouse Beautification Committee meeting on Thursday, and Department Head meeting on Thursday. And I believe that's it.
Rich.
Last week I had a Russ meeting in Mount Pleasant. Mount Pleasant. That went fine. And last night we had our budget hearing for communications, and that we didn't have any public comment, so that went fine. And this next week, my calendar seems clear. So I'll be here tomorrow for those of you who want to come visit. And I think I'll take opportunity. I thank you, Jerry, for your presentation last night on this contract law. I think you did a good job, and I think we're all pleased the way the city's responded. And thank you for your efforts.
Thank you.
Last Wednesday I attended the Conservation Board meeting at Mark Park. They always go around and all employees discuss what they've been doing. And there was also discussion about the trail from Ainsworth to Mark Park, and about the possibility of paving around the pond and then from the pond to the center. And another topic was a discussion of timber stand improvement at Sock'em Ridge. And last Thursday I was at the state supervisor meeting, and another hot topic, in addition to what Adam said, was mental health. That's a big issue. Yesterday I had Main Street organization meeting. Last night I attended the contract law meeting with the sheriff and representatives of all the towns around the county. And then this Friday we have more union negotiations with the sheriff's department.
Last Tuesday, after we were done with our meeting, I attended our DCAT meeting in Brighton, and we received another $12,000 through allocations that we spread out among some of our different areas. I also attended Thursday's all-state supervisor meeting. Probably the hot topic I thought was the mental health, how it's going to be funded and all that, and they really don't know if they're going to backfill it. It's a lot of questions in here, but a lot of good discussion, and some of it was heated. It was a good go-around. Last night I had our 911 public hearing and our budget meeting, and also attended the communication or contract with cities. Tonight I will be attending the Carlsville City Council meeting. Tomorrow at noon I have my minibus meeting. Tomorrow night at 7 o'clock we have our emergency management meeting. And Friday I will be here for the sheriff's union.
Okay. There's been some reference made to our meeting last night with contract law, and I think all the towns were represented there with both mayor and some council people. And I think as we talked about the fact that we're not looking to spread additional part of the cost. What we're doing is spread the same portion of that cost for that service that we've been doing in the past. We're trying to look for a formula that work a little better. To me, there were certainly some positive comments from some of the cities relating to how they valued the contract law service. It seemed like it was important. There was a first responder there that talked about the value of having law enforcement people show up at the same time when there's emergency first responder calls. You have instances where they're going to houses where there's been, known drug use and stuff in the past, and you really don't know what you're walking into when you get there. And so the first responders indicate they really appreciate having law enforcement get there when they can. And sometimes in those situations, even if you just got what was a normal situation until you needed the first responder there, I think having somebody there in uniform to just kind of help stabilize the situation is a value also. So I felt like the meeting went well. The sheriff did a nice job presenting the information, and we're going to be working on getting more information out to the city so that they know about it. And, so I thought that was beneficial. This morning I had a executive committee meeting for 8 Judicial by telephone. Despite the fact that the state has provided some additional funding for Department of Corrections, 8 Judicial is still looking at, for this coming fiscal year, being about $225,000 short on funding. This morning we made a decision to raise our rates, daily rates at our residential care facilities by $1 per day per resident on the 1st of March, and then an additional $1 per day on the 1st of July. And we're thinking that of course, not all of the clientele there to pay that. It's still trying to collect the money at the jail from the prisoners, but would anticipate that would generate about $75,000 in this coming fiscal year and help offset part of that $225,000. So, of course, 8 Judicial is like a lot of the other groups we deal with. Personnel is a big part of their. We deal with employing people to deal with people that have problems, and so if you're going to. That's a place where you can save money, is you leave some positions vacant, and delay and fill and that sort of thing. But at any rate, we approved that this morning. Tomorrow morning I have a Simcoe meeting over at the landfill. Tomorrow evening I've been invited to attend part of the airport meeting here, and they asked me if they want to talk about certainly at least one of the others that are welcome to attend if you would like to. And then next Tuesday morning, probably around 7:15, we have Board of Health. So those are the things that I've got on my agenda. Do you have any final comments for us, Mr. Auditor?
No, sir.